The WBC heavyweight champion of the world goes by the name of Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's the sport's most feared man, and if no one told you before, he certainly will.
He's scared of me, and he should be. They've seen the hard work, the grind, the trials and tribulations. They've seen that being overcome to be the undisputed, the undefeated, unified heavyweight champion of the world.
You could say he's cocky, but he speaks from the facts on his record. Out of 40 opponents, 39 of them have been knocked out before the sound of the final bell, the remaining one escaping a loss by a mere millisecond. Wilder's next task comes against Dominic Breazeale, another American heavyweight who seems unchallenged of Deontay's public persona. With 20 wins of 21 fights, Breazeale emerges as a formidable opponent. The bad blood is obvious. These two guys do not like each other. Both standing at 6'7", they will face head-on in a boxing ring at the Barclays Center in New York. As expected, Wilder will be entering the fight with bad intentions, as will Breazeale. But before they come face-to-face here on The Fight Game, we take a look inside the story of their showdown. This is Inside Wilder-Breazeale. Deontay Wilder returns to the ring this May the 18th against another American hard-hitter named Dominic Breazeale. If you find his name familiar, that's because he is a former opponent of Anthony Joshua. In front of a large audience at the O2 Arena, Joshua disposed of Breazeale in a matter of 7 rounds to retain his IBF belt. Now he's the mandatory challenger for WBC champ Deontay Wilder. Although he lost, he showed great grit and won the hearts of many boxing fans. The fight we all wanted was Wilder Fury 2, but that didn't happen with the signing of Tyson Fury to Top Rank Promotions. This made a rematch very difficult to make, as Fury's new promoter opted for a tune-up before facing Wilder again. The state of the heavyweight division was left with all 3 heavyweights signed with 3 different promoters, which meant 3 different TV broadcasters. But while Wilder vs. Breazeale isn't the matchup we all wanted, it's definitely worth the watch, as it's aired on Showtime, not on pay-per-view. The fight for Wilder is a mandatory for his WBC belts. If Wilder decided not to fight Breazeale, his championship belt would have been stripped. Breazeale is in with a chance in this fight with a very strong right hand. If Breazeale manages to catch Wilder, the outcome would certainly be in doubt. But while he may be strong, Wilder is definitely stronger, as his power is something unlike anything we have ever seen in recent memory of the heavyweight division. For many years, fans have knocked Deontay Wilder's fundamental boxing skills. In 41 fights, Wilder has solely relied on his power to bring him the desired outcome. But last December against Tyson Fury, power alone was not enough. A draw on his record was enough to bring him back to the drawing board, where Wilder has admitted his boxing basics are subpar. In this training camp for Dominic Breazeale, Wilder will be rewriting his skill set to venture a new path when he enters the ring this Saturday night. When asked if he would show any remorse should Breazeale not recover from his May 18th fight, Wilder replied no, not one bit. The attitude comes from the fact that this is what boxers are tasked to do.
I love this sport because this is the only sport where payback is a motherfucker. And the pain is the name of the game in this sport. And we all know who does that the best.
Pain may in fact be the name of the game, and Deontay Wilder may in fact be the best when it comes to wreaking havoc inside that squared circle. Everything Deontay Wilder represents derives deeply from the roots of unarmed combat, as his persona is loud and clear with the delivery of his confidence. The heavyweight division has never before been so promising, while simultaneously been so stagnant.
Breazeale was stopped by me in 7 rounds, and I feel like Wilder could do the same if he's trained right, and I do want him to do the same, so me and him can get it on at the end of the year.
The only way to be the best heavyweight of all time is by fighting Deontay Wilder next. That's it. There's no other plan. You don't go over to ESPN and fight fucking bums we don't care about.
A Wilder Fury rematch would have given us a reality that enticed the best to fight the best. But the reality we have now seems to be the best fight, best sometimes. While it's nice to fantasize of what can be beyond that horizon, it's vital to remember that of which is in front of you. Breazeale is not a pushover, he is not coming to lose, and while boxing promises something more, for now, this is what we'll get. Don't miss it, as these fights now build the foundation for what's yet to come for the spectacle of heavyweight boxing. Wilder versus Breazeale. This Saturday night, May 18th, live on Showtime.